Hey everyone, it's Arnell Solomon. I wanted to share a moment with you guys and some thoughts about today's events and also about the process that I'm going through. And I always say process because I'm referring to living your life to achieve a certain goal, and there's always a process in trying to achieve that. If you are enlightened, awakened, if you are aware of the energy, us being energy, everything around us being energy, what we say, what we believe is energy or has energy, then this is going to resonate with you. And the process that I'm going through is a process of changing my life around and pursuing a different career, a different path. And mine is helping people become the better version of themselves through fitness and through changing your mindset to allowing for positive things to manifest in your life. And a lot of the things which I'm learning, I'm understanding, starting to grow more aware of, is that it all starts from here. It all starts in your mind. What you think about manifests in your life. So that thought can be triggered by a belief. And that belief is very powerful because it can be negative or it can be positive. And so today I wanted to redo CG games, some of the games that I participated in last week. And last week I was unprepared. I went to bed late. I went to bed around 1 o'clock, and I got up at 5 o'clock. And I didn't drink enough water the previous day. Well, I think I did, just enough. But I didn't fuel up in terms of getting the right amount of carbs. And when I woke up, I basically rushed out of here. I didn't have breakfast. I didn't bring any energy bars or any energy drinks with me. And so I wasn't fueled up. I wasn't prepared to fuel up during the games, nor was I prepared in terms of rest and getting enough fuel for my body and repairing my body. And that's what you do. Essentially, when you go to sleep, your body is repairing itself and rejuvenating all the cells in your body from the previous day. So this time around, I did much better. I actually shaved off 2+ minutes off the endurance game, which is significant. It is significant, and I should be more celebratory about that. But I'm humble by nature, so I like to process it, think about it, pat myself gently on the back, and say, "Yeah, well done." But I also put myself at a higher standard. I look at the other athletes who did really, really well. But I also got to, realize that some of these guys and gals are probably 10 years younger than I am. And here I am at 45, thinking I'm still in my 20s. Although, remember, thinking, believing, is part of the game. It's part of the challenge. So what you believe, what you think, becomes reality. So, the process is that you have to start believing that is who you are. You have to tell the story of who you want to be rather than the reality. So if you are thinking, oh, you're not good enough, then that reality will manifest. And so we spend a lot of time thinking about things that haven't happened yet, and so we start to manifest that in our future, in the next minute. It's whatever happens now is temporary, and whatever happens next is going to happen based on your belief or based on what you're thinking and what you're focused on. So as you go through your process, whatever it is, whatever it may be, a process of becoming healthier, physically, or becoming a better attorney or a doctor. You have to be prepared up here to be able to step into that. And so to get into the meat of this call, this video, you have to be okay that you can't always step right into it, that it is a process, that although you may feel or think, you think that you're ready for it, there is still a process of getting into that role. And I'm looking back at where I have been and where I am now and where I'm going, and I realized that I had high expectations, and I asked myself, well, why aren't I further along? And I have to realize, and it's been a download, that you have to realize that it takes practice, that it takes your feeling comfortable with that role that you want to step into, to feel that it's part of you now. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it but correctly or clearly, but what I'm trying to get at is that you need to be okay with your progress, because it doesn't take someone 30 seconds to get into a different role, right? You can't go from being a chef to become a pilot in 30 seconds. There's a process. There's a learning curve. There is time. You have to feel right with that shift. And depending on how far you are from where you are to where you're going, depends on how quickly you can get there. So you have to be okay with the process. And it's important to be okay. It's important to feel good, because you don't want to feel bad, because then you will attract that into your future, your manifestation. So you don't want to attract negativity. You don't want to attract the opposite of what you want. So you want to feel blessed. You want to feel grateful. You want to feel good. You want to feel, I'm great that I'm moving along. This is an amazing journey that I'm going through right now, and I'm happy with that. Be happy, not content. I was about to say content. Be happy, be grateful, be blessed, be knowing, be confident. So when you're feeling that, hey, you're making progress, no matter how little it is, then if you love yourself, if you love on yourself, then you will feel confident. And that's important, because you need to raise that energy level to a positive state all the time. It's hard, it's difficult. Let me retract what I just said. Not hard, it's challenging. Okay? It's not impossible, it's just challenging. All right? But you're going to get there. So again, just be grateful, be thankful, love on yourself, be good, be that amazing, positive person that you are. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope this message provided you with some insight and is helping you in your process, and that it's good. You're making progress. It's all good. At the end of the day, when you end it, just tell yourself, I'm in a better place than I was earlier. It always works out for me. It always works out for the better for me. Just keep practicing that, saying and say it to yourself over and over again. At the end of the day, I am blessed. Thanks again. This is Arnel. I hope I have provided you with some insight that will help you through your process. Love, peace, and most of all, just be happy. Take care. Till next time. Arnel here, Arnel out. Bye.